So I'm going to show you how to work this colourwork pattern. Normally I work a lot of slip stitch patterns that kind of mimic the use of colourwork, whereas this one is actually a colourwork pattern that uses a mix of knit and purl stitches whilst changing colour to create this really beautiful texture. It looks quite intricate, and it is quite intricate to work. Like with most colour work, it's a lot easier in the round. I'm going to show you how to knit this flat, but I will put the round instructions at the end because they're much easier and less rows. But just for the sake of this video, I'll show you how to do it flat first. So to work the stitch, you need to cast on a multiple of 3 stitches plus 1 stitch. This is just for the repeat that I've set here. If you're working in the round, you can just cast on a multiple of 3 stitches. There's 6 rows that are going to be repeated, and I've cast on using the cable cast on in the darkest colour, which is this pink colour. So I'm going to call this pink yarn colour A and the white yarn colour B. So the very first stitch I'm going to knit is with colour A, which is the pink yarn. So I'm going to purl 1A and then knit 2B. So I'm going to take this to the back of the work, and then I'm going to knit 2 using the white yarn. So always keep the yarns when they're not in use at the back of the work. So now I've used that, I'm just going to keep repeating that. So I'm going to purl 1 using A, which is the pink, knit 2 using B, which is the white, and repeat. And then purl the last stitch with colour A. So for row 2, we're going to mimic exactly what we did on that first row, but it's a wrong side row. So we kind of work the opposite stitches. So the first stitch is worked in the pink, and you're going to knit the first stitch. And remember, bring the yarn to the back of the work like this. So that's actually the front of the work when you're working on the wrong side. And then you're going to purl 2 with colour B, and then knit 1 colour A. So you've got to work like that, and then purl 2 colour B and knit 1 colour A, and then that's the repeat across the whole row. And then knit 1 in colour A. So for row 3, this is where these kind of 2 sets of purl bumps, this row is worked. So it's different to the other 2 rows, which you can see are the same. And now you're going to kind of swap the colours over. So this first stitch, you're now going to knit using colour B. So ignore the fact that it's pink, and you're going to knit it using colour B. And then for the next stitch, you're going to purl these 2 white stitches. So bring the yarn to the front and purl these 2 white stitches with the pink, like that. And then remember to take your yarn back to the back of the work, and then you're going to knit 1 using colour B, and continue this sequence and purl to colour A. And then knit the last stitch with colour B. So row 4 is a repeat of row 2. So you're gonna knit the first stitch with colour A, which is the pink, and then just bring it to the front of the work again, like that. And then we're gonna purl 2 with colour B, which is the white. So we're kind of going back to the same repeat we worked here. So what we're going to do is do that again. So knit 1, purl to B. And then just knit the last stitch with A. So row 5 is a repeat of row 1, and we're going to start the row by purling 1 using A, take it to the back of the work, and then knit 2 using B. And then this is the sequence now. So gonna purl 1 A, knit 2 B, and repeat. And then purl the last stitch with A. And you can see we've then worked 2 rows like this again. So now is the time to work the purl bump row. So this time, because of the sequence, it's on the reverse side of the work, so it's slightly different to the other one. So for row 6, which is the final row, we're going to kind of work the opposite of what you see now on the needle. So where you've got the pink stitch, we're going to purl 1 using B, which is the white, and then where you see the white stitch, we're going to knit using the pink. And this again reverses the pattern. So bring that yarn back to the back of the work, and then purl 1 white, knit 2 pink, and just continue this for the rest of the row. And purl the last stitch with the white. And there you go. That is the full repeat done. If you're working in this in the round, it's only a 3-row repeat because you repeat 1 row twice. So for example, now I would start by purl 1A, knit 2B. So that would be purling 1 in the pink and knitting 2 in the white, and repeat that the whole way around, whole row even. So if you're working in the round, you would just work that row, well, as a round, and then repeat that again, because it would be the exact same because you're on the front of the work. So you get these 2 rows like that. And then the 3rd row, you would just switch it. So you would knit 1 using colour B, which is the white, and purl 2 using colour A, which is the pink, and repeat that the whole way around, and that would be the upset round. So it's much simpler in the round, as all colour work is, but it's good to show you both ways.